Again, I'm speaking from personal experience, and when I was going through depression, anxiety, and PTSD symptoms that I had from a very abusive, emotionally abusive relationship, I ended up hiring a life coach. Okay, and what I was able to learn was really how to take matters into my own hands and become the boss of my own life. I was able to grab the reins and the ropes of my life, and she pushed me. She taught me how to get unstuck from those patterns and those behaviors. We actually have our brain is actually made of plastic. It's called neuroplasticity. So we actually have the ability to train our brain to rewire our patterns that we learned from when we were the young age of 7. We actually start accumulating these memories and these patterns from when we were 7. So something that may have happened in our childhood that taught us not to speak up, not to raise our hand, that made us think that we were not enough, that we don't deserve certain things, or that we shouldn't do certain things, so because we don't want somebody else to get upset at us. And it's all these things that we do when we're young, and it's all for survival. We're just here trying to survive. We need acceptance from other people for us to feel like we're surviving. It's our primitive brain that doesn't know any better. And when we're children, these are all the patterns that we're learning and that are getting wired into our brain. So we're all adults walking around with these 7-year-old thoughts and 7-year-old beliefs that are old and that actually no longer serve us, and that we actually need to change new beliefs and form new patterns in our brains now that we have all the knowledge and the skills and the tools to be able to overcome that. And that's what a life coach can do for you. That's what a coach can help you overcome. It's just like hiring a personal trainer at the gym to help you work your glutes or work your body or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You tell a life coach the same thing. What is it that you're trying to overcome in your life? And a coach develops a program for you and helps you every step of the way, so that when your brain wants to go back to those negative patterns that you've had since you were 7 years old, or a teenager, or an adult 10 years ago, whenever it was that all of these limiting beliefs were formed, because we form a bunch of beliefs throughout our life, throughout our childhood, teenage, and adulthood, as you can imagine. We're always forming beliefs. And when you are trying to overcome, that's why it becomes so hard sometimes to stick to overcoming depression and overcoming any other sort of mental turmoil. It becomes so hard because our brain wants to go back to the negative patterns. Our brain wants to go back to those negative and limiting beliefs. It's always going to go back until you do the work. You do the work daily, and you retrain your thoughts, and you go through the process of healing. And that's what a coach like myself can do for you.